Could the conflict between Ukraine and Russia hold the potential to reshape global power dynamics? This question has been on the minds of many as the world watches this ongoing struggle unfold. The conflict ignited in earnest in 2023, when leaked US documents revealed that exhaustion was beginning to set in on Russian ground forces, with few reinforcements available. Ukrainian air defenses were also showing signs of depletion, leaving them vulnerable to Russian air superiority. Despite these challenges, the war was not expected to end within the year. Ukraine was preparing for an offensive, while Russia was focused on maintaining its current territory and utilizing aviation to counter Ukrainian attacks. A significant number of Russian army battalions were committed to the conflict, but many were described as combat ineffective. Russia had lost a large number of tanks during the conflict, while Ukraine had more armored vehicles in the field. The documents also suggested that Russia was seeking weapons from Egypt and using private military companies to obtain weapons from Turkey. There were also hints that China was secretly supplying lethal equipment to Russia, a move that could have unpredictable consequences for the Chinese economy and future. In February of the same year, concerns were raised about the conflict spiraling out of control. Former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson proposed providing military aid to Ukraine, including tanks, planes, and artillery, to help win the war against Russia and enhance Western security. Meanwhile, Russia conducted a test of an intercontinental ballistic missile, a move that stirred further tension. In response, Russian President Vladimir Putin declared that Russia would suspend its participation in the New START nuclear arms reduction treaty with the US. As the conflict continues to rage on, it remains clear that more Ukrainian victories on the battlefield are necessary for real peace talks. Ukraine needs more military assistance to end the war, a sentiment echoed by sources close to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. To sum up, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia is a complex and multifaceted issue. It's a war of attrition, with both sides suffering significant losses. The involvement of other nations, either openly or covertly, adds another layer of complexity, raising the stakes and potentially reshaping global power dynamics. The world watches with bated breath to see how this conflict will ultimately resolve and what the long-term implications might